Hey guys, Whiskey13 here, bringing you the first ever episode of a new series of mine. This series is going to be called Whiskey Wonders, and it's basically going to be a series in which I talk a load of shit really, and just talk about things that I've seen in the news or things that have interested me lately, and stuff like that. It might be in movies or news articles, things that are happening in the world generally, or just general day-to-day things really. It would be those sort of things. And as you can see in the background here, I have some World of Tanks gameplay. I like World of Tanks quite a bit. It's a fun little game, and this was a game where I felt I did quite well in manoeuvring around the enemy, things like that. And it's just a game I enjoyed really, so I mean it might not be for you, but if that's the case then just switch over to a different tab or something I guess, and watch whatever. But in this first episode, I am going to be talking about the movie Fury that came out. As you can see in the video, if you are watching it, I'm using the M4 Sherman E8, which is my favourite tank ever created, and Fury was an E8. It's just the name Fury stuck with it. I haven't got it in World of Tanks, but I've heard it's quite a good tank, and I went to go see the movie on, must have been Thursday night. And I have to admit it's one of the best movies I've seen all year. It's a very good movie. If you plan on watching it yourself and you don't want any spoilers, I'd recommend clicking away now, because I might say something, I might not, I don't know really. But yeah, it was a good movie, very good movie. I found it was edited well, produced well, it just looked and seemed, you know, like a World War II movie should. There wasn't any sort of like fake drama, like bullshit put into it really. It was World War II, simple as that. What would have happened, how it would have happened, things like that. The casting in it was brilliant, plot was brilliant, just found it was a really good movie, to be honest with you. Just like Brad Pitt as War Daddy in it was just, it was funny. He was a good actor, always has been a good actor playing like charismatic characters, so he suited the role really well. Luke Lerman, is it, playing Norman, was also really good, because he had that sort of, you know, I could be in a war but at the same time I don't want to be an attitude about him, and he seemed like he played the character well. Just everyone who was casted in their position played well. They had John Bernthal, who most of you might know from The Walking Dead as Shane, who was an asshole in that, was also an asshole in Fury, and it just, he seems to suit playing assholes really well then, like characters. What a miss from me there in that clip. That was brilliant. But yeah, so he was in it. He was a good actor as well, as he always is. And just brilliant plot of the movie. Could have been done better in other places, obviously. Like, I personally find that although the ending was done very well and it ended well, I feel like they could have changed it so that maybe they didn't die there, sort of thing. And maybe they could have gone on to actually show like another movie where they're in Berlin. Yet in saying that, I think they still could, because Norman's still alive. I think in the next movie it will be the Americans on like attacking Berlin, and he'll be the commander of his own tank, called, because at the end of the movie they give him the nickname Machine. So I think he might go into the next movie being called Machine, having his own tank called Machine. If you are watching the clip here, this is just me being blind as a bat and not realising that that tank up the hill is facing the other way. I thought he was looking at me, and there we go, I finally realised he's not.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Get a few good hits into this guy, watch. But I thought the little box on the back of his turret was the turret, so I couldn't see the gun barrel from the angle. So I sat down the hill for a bit too long, I find. But yeah, the World of Tanks Fury is actually meant to be really good, by the way, as well. From what I've seen from players, what I've heard from players, I obviously haven't got it at the moment. That's why I'm using my E8. Just thought it would be, you know, a bit like a Fury, because it is a Fury. It's just mine's better in my opinion. So I've got mine fully maxed out and everything like that. There's a lot of things that I like about the Fury tanks. They just look better in my opinion, but I prefer mine. Simple as that. And they're too expensive in my opinion. I'm not paying €29 for a tank. I've paid €5 for it, especially considering I've already got one. A bit better. Here's another good little shot from me there. Got a crit hit on that guy. Yeah, back to talking about the movie. There was just some parts in it which were a bit too basic in a way. a lot. I know there's only so much combat you can do with a tank and that and stuff like that, but I feel like they could have done it so that maybe they came up against more tanks, or they were part of a bigger battalion of tanks. I guess that's how the movie would have started, because when the movie starts you see them in the wreckage of the tank with the initial assistant driver dead, and that's who Logan Lerman replaces. But they could have maybe shown just the ending of that battle. The start of it could have been that battle, but I think they did that so that you didn't get like too attached to the assistant driver at that time, so that you'd be more accepting of Logan Lerman's character, because otherwise you'd just go, well, that guy was better, simple as that. But yeah, I found it was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I'd probably see it again, actually. It's very good. But so yeah, simple as that, really. It's a good movie. I'd recommend seeing it to anyone who's thinking of going and seeing it. If you've got the tank and water tanks, talk to me about it. Tell me some information. I might consider getting it. But yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say about Fury at the moment. Just I would recommend seeing it. Simple as that. But I think the series won't just be about movies, guys. It's going to be about all sorts of things that interest me, whether it's new video games coming out, whether or not I think people should buy them, from my own personal experience with those companies and things like that, whether or not a particular news article interests me or something. So for example, lately it's been seen that a load of Russian aircraft have been flying around European airspace for what seems to be no reason at all. But something else beyond that, I don't know, you don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that in an episode one day. But yeah, so this is the end of the gameplay coming up. Really, they've got one tank left in this, and he's just running. He was seen where I am now, and he's bolted all the way to the other end of the map, actually, from what I remember. And I don't think we get the kill. I think we cap before he dies. So shame, really. His teammates were hating it in chat because they said he should just fought and not ran. If he came up against me, probably would have killed me, actually, because low health tank, I'm not the greatest of drivers, I'm not the greatest of players in all the tanks, but yeah. So anyway guys, this is the first episode. The series is going to be called Whiskey Wonders. If there's something you want me to maybe talk about, leave it in the comments and I'll consider it, I'll look into it and see what I can do. It probably won't always be World of Tanks in the background either. But anyway guys, if you liked the video, just remember to like and subscribe, it really helps. Cheers guys.